Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, your Herd 37. So I was looking around and I finally found a Twin Otter worth flying. I finally have some jobs at least. And this flight is going to be Bishop, California, KBIH, over to Empire, Nevada, 188, which is apparently a little dirt strip in Nevada, owned by, I guess, a mining company, Empire Mining Company, I think. You can see we're a little over half full, 10 people. Man, I wish we could find something with a full plane, something like that would be nice. But everywhere there's a Twin Otter, it doesn't seem to be able to find 19 people. Anyhow, it's worth $9,210, so I said we'd go ahead and take it. I put a little bit of fuel in there to get it up to 39%. I think it was like 23 or so. I think it had like 80, 90 gallons, something like that. So I'll put it up to 175. That way it's got almost 3 hours, and at 170 knots, technically, I don't think we quite go that fast. It should be a little over an hour. So we'll have plenty of fuel. Look at the weather here. The weather is wind coming from the northeast. So we will take off on runway 30. And that is a heading of 303 degrees. And then up here, I couldn't really find anywhere where the wind is kind of all over the place. There's not really any place close to look at the wind. These are two short runways. This one's 3,700 feet, and this one's like 3,100 feet. So I figure we go for the 3,700 foot one. And we're going to come down, go up and around and land on runway 18, heading 183 degrees. And the airport elevation is 3,990 feet. There's no procedures or anything listed for that airport. So I guess with all of that, we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. All right, everybody, here we are at the plane. This is the Air Labrador livery. Hopefully this works. I had problems, I think, last time or second time before trying to use Twin Otter with the FSEconomy. So go ahead and start flight. Not compatible. Well, isn't that just special? Unbelievable. Let's see what this says. I hate how that does that. Now I can't see it. It's not known, but a request is added to the... No, it's the Air Labrador. It's the Twin Otter Aerosoft. Alright, so let me go see if I can fix this. Be right back. Alright, let's see. We're the same livery, but I changed the title. The title I don't think was actually in there, so that could be why. There was a Labrador by Tom Weiss. I have a different one. It's not by him. Alright, it works. Finally, yes. Alright, so ignore the loading. Wow. Scared me again. I've had a hell of a time with this thing. Alright, we're kind of close here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the parking brake. This thing actually threw me back a couple times. When this thing started up, I hit the brake and it hit the tail. Kinda weird. We'll go ahead and let it push us back a little bit before we start our engines. We'll have to... There's tons of buildings over here to the left. So we got the mountain ranges over there. I think we do have to go over them because I think our altitude is going to be like 15.5 or 17.5. I think 17.5. Stop the pushback. I'm worried we're going to have to... Man, I don't know if you can get rid of this. How do we get rid of that? Because I need to get to... Because we don't have that much fuel. But maybe we have enough where we won't have to use these dials. See, that does say 0 down there, doesn't it? Or does it go to the other side? Yeah, it says 0 on those, so hopefully that's correct. Because I think we had to use those before. Alright, but anyhow, get with my views here. Let's go up to the top. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put on the external. DC master switch coming on. Bus ties. And I'll go ahead and turn on the anti-collision and position lights. I can't remember which... I think you need both those. I can't remember because we just have this list of nav lights. Alright, and I need to be able to see my gauges here, so when we can turn this on. come over to the right. Because I don't want to hit the wrong fuel thing. Alright. Right engine. That's 10% right there. Get fuel to the right. Parking brake is on. Go ahead and turn the right generator on. Left engine. 10%. Give her fuel. Now we can't see it. Sorry, technically you need to look at the gauges anyway. That one's moving us as well. Alright, see if I can get this left generator. There we go. Left generator is good. So let's go over here to battery. Come back up top. I think that was at the top. Alright, so that's normal. No smoking. Put your seatbelts on. Pitot heat. Where are my bleed airs? And a taxi light, because we're just going to go ahead and taxi. Alright, see those are the fuel gauges right there. You can see that it's got the right one loaded up a lot more. I don't quite know why. I need to do one other thing. The heading of the runway is 303. And I hate that there's all these runways over here. I always get confused. I don't know why. When there's a bunch of runways around, I can never remember how to get to the right one. See, it says aft fuel low. Man, see, I used to know how to do this. Mess with the fuel in this plane. All right, maybe we can figure out where 30 is. I think that's going to be it right there. 30. Good. I brought it back a little too much there. Let's see how much runway there is, because this thing doesn't need much. That would prevent us from having to taxi any further. So let's stop right here. This thing's good at stopping itself. Let's go outside real quick. I mean, that's enough right there. This thing gets up easy. I'm going to go ahead and put the flaps out. I had to let go there for a second. Get my hand free. I think 10 degrees of flaps should be enough. This thing, it just likes to stop where it does. Strobe lights are on. Landing lights are on. Windshield heat. Turn that on. Because we will be getting up fairly high. Like I said, if we go up to 17.5, we might limit it to 15.5. Just depends on how high up we need to get over the mountains. Because we are going from California to Nevada. Alright. Looks like we're clear. Easy plane. Good God. Alright, we'll just go ahead and take off. I was going to say do a rolling takeoff, but we're barely rolling now. Alright, not quite full power. Try and keep her out of the red. There we go. There's 80 knots. I want to get just a little quicker. There we go. Now we're up. Yeah, I got her into red. I get kind of worried because she'll set her engines on fire. Although I think you have to let it do that for a while before it actually set the engines on fire. Gonna go ahead and retract the flaps. We're gonna have to look at our fuel here in a second, see if I can figure it out. Because I didn't see any fuel down those other tanks. I think can't remember if those are the wingtip tanks or what. Far down below. Alright, we can go ahead and give her a little bit more power here. We're almost already going directly there. We might have to come out here straight over here. Those mountains look awfully close, don't they? Yeah, so we'll just skim by them. Let me trim this down a little bit. Don't need to climb too quickly. Let me turn my heading over here. We can pretty much follow that, and then once we get up enough altitude, we can head to the right, follow it a little better. Although we're kind of going towards it now. Trim it down a little more. There she comes down, but now she comes down too quick. Here she comes back up. Hold her right there, should be good. I'd like to climb it around 120 knots. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Indicated airspeed, so she'll keep her right there, and she'll pitch up and down to keep that speed. Damn it! How do I always forget the transponder? I guess I could have talked to ATC. I don't know if there's a tower here or not. We went kind of quick. You see, this thing's almost out of fuel. See, I don't. Those are the boost pumps, though, right? So I don't know if this is. I guess this is the fuel selector switch, not the pump. So I could put it on both on forward. Now we should just take fuel out of that tank. Let's look over here at these. We can see those. Yeah, so those are the wing tanks. Now those are saying that they're full. Maybe that was because were we looking at it maybe when it wasn't started? Yeah, those are both full, so I don't know if we should maybe use the fuel out of there first. Because we're both on forward tanks right now. Then when that gets down, maybe we'll put onto the... Because I think when they come down, then it wants to go to the wings. I don't really know, because I've heard this thing, this FSEconomy loads this plane oddly anyway. By the way, we're at 10.5. Go ahead there. By the way, let's see if I can do that. All right. Because somebody was talking about when I was flying the Winair that they do bring the props back, which you can. But I wasn't thinking about that because I know if you click that, it goes. It's either all or nothing in this plane with the fuel selector. I want to see what these are. Boost pump aft pressure, boost pump aft pressure, aft fuel tank low, but I think maybe the pressure thing is because we're on the right tanks, I don't know. I want to watch that thing to see if it drops anymore. Make sure that this one is dropping, so we know we're just on that tank. Alright, we're over 12,000 now. We've actually crossed that line. We can actually, I think we're good now. Go ahead and switch that over to nav and have to put that over to... There we go, number 4. Switch this to GPS. She'll follow it. Make sure we don't get any messages. Right, just hit 13,000 feet. Looks like we're kind of in a valley. where we land is right close to the mountains as well. I'm using openLC. I know in my last flight was St. Louis to Peoria, and I totally forgot to enable openLC. North America. So there's the mountains. I don't know if 15.5 is going to do it because that's about 1,500 more feet. Squeaky chair. So I want to get a little time here. That goes the wrong way. There we go. So that hasn't moved at all, I don't think. But maybe not enough time has elapsed. That 15.5 would be real close. I know the mountains are on the right side of the airport where we're going to land at. That kind of looks to me like 15.5 will be alright. So I'm going to go ahead and hit altitude hold at 15.5. I might just level off there. Have it see how close are we going to get. I'm going to go ahead and hold just over 15.5. If we need to climb any, we will. But it looks like we might just be able to get by with this. Put these at 80. I'm going to go ahead and bring the power back a little bit. That should save us a little fuel as well. That seems pretty good right there. Take one quick look here. That one is using it, and that one looks, I can't tell. I think it's pretty good though. Let's see, are these just the pumps, I wonder? Let's see, can you turn the wing tanks on and then turn this off, I wonder? Or are these just pumps that pump it into the other tanks? See, it says to the engine. Refuel, obviously you put it down, but it says engine up. I'll keep an eye. When we get, if we do get too low, then I'll go ahead and turn those on. But I guess those are going to the engine and not just the other tanks that we're on right now. Kind of annoyed that we're at 15.6, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her down to 15.5. Don't do that. That's exactly what I didn't want you to do. I'm pushing nose down. We're about to stall. She went up by 900 feet. How ignorant. So let me let this thing level itself out. Up on the power. Now she'll bring herself down. It's so dumb. Yeah, see, she should bring herself down to 15.5. Because I would have probably left it alone if I knew it was going to be that big of an ordeal. Forgot how dumb she gets. Alright, but anyhow, let's bring that up. 178 miles to go. It won't take that long because our speed's going to come back up. And we should level out at 15.5. If we need to go up to 17.5, I'll take her on up. But I'm going to speed her up. and we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down here. You can see we're 6 miles away from the airport. By the way, let's check this out. So I switched that to try and keep them about even and then flip these on. Now it looks like we're actually using a few out of there instead of here now. So I guess those tanks get used first. I don't really know. I guess we could use the ATC here. 188, tune traffic, runway for landing. We're on a runway 18, full stop landing. That's our position. It's going to be one of those we're going to have to search for it again. I'll bring the power back a little bit. Like I said, there are mountains and stuff a little bit on the right there. So we're at 7,500. Airport elevation is 3,990. So basically we're 3,500 above. Let's go ahead and turn here. Actually, we'll have to use the heading. There we go. I believe we want 003. You can see we won't be able to go all that far out there. We've got to be able to find this thing. So this puts us basically parallel with the runway. This looks like it's right there. It'll be. Alright, so I'm going to bring the power back. It's going to be a little strip too. Easy to find though since it's on the edge of those houses. Bring the altitude to hold up. Off, I mean, not up. We'll let her start descending here. I'm gonna hit that indicated airspeed. We can control our descent pretty well. So I'm gonna put it maybe to 500. I have to bring it back a little bit. Let her settle and then we'll figure it out. Give her a little more power there. Oh, she kind of is up and down now. Seesawing. Downwind leg. By the way, when I brought them back to 80, I don't know if it came on immediately, but it did say reset props, and it wanted it no less than 95. I don't know if that's because of the altitude or what. Because I ended up going up to 17.5, and then I brought it down to 11.5, because I was thinking, I don't think this aircraft is pressurized. So you want it to be low. Although, I mean, they use it in the Alps, like a Landclass, so it's got to be able to, you know, go up pretty high. And without oxygen, I guess, because I don't know, is there any oxygen? I don't know of any oxygen system in here. I imagine they gotta have emergency, I guess, maybe, but yeah, I don't really know. Alright, so we're a little less than 3,000 above it right now. We'll get a little bit closer to that, and then we'll turn. Gotta get ready to turn right now. Turn to a heading of 273. Or no. Yeah, 273. I've already got the course headed for our runway. I wish it would say how far we are away from there now. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Because we're not descending all that quick. Let's go 273. And I'll tell everyone we're entering our base leg. think it's going to be that right there. We're pretty much leveled out right here. She's going to come down a little now that we're level again. I was going to say, I don't know if we need to stop descending or what. I'm not descending all that quick, which is good. It's 183 for the runway heading. I'm glad it was easier than I thought it might be to find it, especially in this kind of an area. Finding those dirt runways and stuff is not easy. When I first started playing Air Hauler, before I was recording, I would fly to lots of little strips in the Cessna, man, and I would do them at night and everything, and it was just hellacious trying to find them. Alright, what do you say we go ahead and turn? It might be a little early. We go 183. That was a little early. That's what I was thinking. Wow, we got it a lot early. Increasing my power here. Yeah, that ended up being way early. Easy plane. Don't go crazy on me. Yeah, so those aren't being used at all. All the fuel is coming now from those tanks. Kind of interesting. Back to 183. You can see we're very high, I think. I'm going to bring the power back down. Indicated airspeed hold being on. Well, we're still a little over to the left. Should help us bring it down. Actually, let me turn off the indicated airspeed and push the nose down to pick up the speed. This will keep her right about there. I'm not sure that's going to work real well. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off. So I'll autopilot off. I'm going to go ahead and put out some flaps. I think we're actually really high enough. The closer and closer we get, I'm realizing we're way too freaking high. Flaps going to 20. I thought we had a little more room, but the closer we get, the more I'm realizing we're way too high. Call out final. You can see how we were able to keep the speed down though. Coming down at 1,000 feet a minute. Flaps going to 30. Check something real quick. I don't want to be messing with this. Just had to make sure. I'll go ahead and go flaps 40. I'm going to have to bring up some power though. Man, that runway is awfully short, or narrow I should say. Just watching that speed. Come on, girl. Now we're gonna swing left out. Oh, jeez. It is trying to hit that little runway, man. You can see it's actually a crosswind. I don't think it was all in all. It probably wasn't too bad. I wasn't even really concerned about flaring. I was concerned about, are we gonna be able to hit the runway? Because I had a flight not too long ago. Maybe it was 2 or 3 flights ago. In a Grand Caravan, a little airstrip like this I was trying to hit, and we actually hit to the left of it a good little ways. Let's just go ahead and over here. Well, that one has it a little more that we were landing with the wind. Make sure we get off the runway here. Alright, everybody, we're clear. Man, I didn't even touch it. Let's see. I want to be a little more clear. There we go. Thing can be a real pain sometimes. Landing lights off, windshield heat off, taxi light off. Can't remember if we have pitot heat. Strobes come off. Yeah, we do have pitot heat. It's right here. I knew you had to. Alright, let FSEconomy take over for a second. Or wait for it to grab it. Cool beans, you got it. Transponder, you go off. Alright, belts, no smoking can go off. I'm going to turn the bleed airs off. Let's say that there's external power here. This split. That's not. Let's turn that off. Let's see. Generators will take you off. Off. Cut the fuel. Lights off. And master switch goes off. Is there a battery? That's ignition manual. So I guess there's no battery, huh? So everything is off. Alright. It's just weird there's no, like, battery switch. Go to the battery, but I guess that maybe that's it then. Alright, let's go over to FSEconomy and get ourselves paid. Alright, everybody, here we are. The income was $9,210. We rented the plane for an hour and 50 minutes at $400 an hour. Cost us $739.11. And the fuel cost us $375.89, $184.78 for the additional crew member, $921 for the ground fee, and $921 for the booking fee. So I wish we could have gotten rid of that one again. That's save us $900 some dollars. So those were all $2,402.67. So the earnings for the flight, $6,068.22. Makes no sense about the percentage. I don't know how it splits up the percentage. Is it percentage off the base or how much we actually netted? Because that doesn't make sense at all. Kind of crazy. Let's go over to banking. So we made what, $6,000, so it's $6,000 more than last time. I switched the money around, so we had like 10,000. So what is that, 63? So I think we're at 69,000. So making more progress. But I have no idea where we're going to go next. I just like to just search around for planes and stuff. By the way, if you have any requests for a plane, just shoot it at me. I'll try to do it as long as I have the plane. Obviously. I can't really do big jets yet. I don't know. There's I know someone asked me to do like the BAE. I can't remember the plane number, but I do have that from Quality Wings, and I do want to get to that, but I have to learn the computer on that plane and everything. But there's some other planes I have that I haven't shown yet, and I'd really like to show those Air Hauler 2 before I do it here, but although it doesn't really matter. But just Air Hauler 2 is kind of a main jam, although I don't know. I think people really do like the FSEconomy stuff too. And if you didn't hear in the last episode, we set up a forum here for YT Flyers. Go over to community and then search in the Flyers forum, FSC flight, I think it's group forum or flight forum, and look for YT Flyers. If you want to be in the group, just ask to be in the group. And also, if you're in the group, you have to ask to get into that thing. Because I don't know who wants to keep on in the company and all that, or in the group, I should say, not the company. But shoot me a request on FSEconomy and I'll get you in. And that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.